Welcome back. The Republican race for the Senate seat nomination was one that had everyone paying attention to election results as soon as the first ballots began to be counted. All to see if Senator Martha McSally was actually going to be the pick of conservative voters to ballot it out against Democratic Senate candidate Captain Mark Kelly come November. Well, Senator Martha McSally looking to keep that seat in an effort to maintain the Senate red. Well, to hear more about this, I have Senator Martha McSally joining me here today. Senator, thanks so much for being here with us.
Well, thanks for having me on. I hope you're well, Christian.
All right, Senator. Well, first and foremost, a big day yesterday in Arizona that sets the ground for the big race in November. Your reaction to the outcome, and also how confident that you are going to be the conservative voters' pick?
Well, Christian, it was record turnout. It shows that conservatives, Republicans are united, and we're looking forward. We have now 90 days to the most consequential election in our lifetime. And that's why today I'm challenging my opponent, Mark Kelly, to 7 debates. The voters deserve to know the implications of their vote and the outcome of this election. They deserve to know about his positions on things. He can't just hide in a bunker like Joe Biden and put out a bunch of millions of dollars of TV ads with platitudes. Of the 7 debates that I have challenged Mark Kelly to, one of them is in Yuma. I think the Yuma voters deserve to have a debate in Yuma so that they can hear about their senator and this other candidate and where they stand on issues that are going to impact Yuma. So I really hope he accepts our challenge to these 7 debates.
Now, Senator, you weren't elected by Arizonans, but rather appointed by Governor Doug Ducey after the passing of Senator John McCain. What have you done to say, I get to keep this seat?
I have been giving every single day to fight for Arizonans, and I've delivered, as I said. And it's not just talk. I tied for first for the most bills signed into law of any senator in my first year in the Senate, and number 6 of all the senators in bipartisanship. And I've delivered money for that San Luis port of entry. I've delivered money for our military. We are moving forward on water infrastructure for our water future. So just look at my record. And that also includes lowering your taxes, having a strong economy before this once-in-a-century pandemic hit.
Okay, now in looking ahead to November, if President Trump isn't reelected, but you are, what work that he is currently doing do you plan to further pursue or continue?
I was with the president at the 200th mile of the border wall. Border security is an important issue. Support to the agricultural sector. I've been, been very engaged with the farmers down in Yuma who are feeding America and making sure that we have strong policies. And then water. I led the effort for the drought contingency plan and am leading on our water future. So these things are important at the local level.
Right now, Senator, this brings me to my next point, which is the pandemic. Many Arizonans are still dealing with it. How are you pulling voters out of the situation that we are currently in?
I have been engaged and in the arena fighting for Arizonans, fighting for Yuma, fighting for small businesses through the PPP program that I helped craft and advocated for, saving 1 million jobs in Arizona, over 80,000 small businesses benefiting from that, engaging and supporting our frontline healthcare heroes with the equipment and the PPE and the support that they need to care for patients. I'm always on the phone with the head of your hospital there in Yuma asking what else does he need.
And what did he ask for, or did he reach out?
I've called and gave him the great news that millions of dollars were coming to them to help. This is through the CARES Act. Specifically coming to the hospital in Yuma, engaged with them continuously on the phone to ask what else do they need. It's been very challenging, as you know, as they're caring for patients, supporting the amazing healthcare heroes, the doctors and the nurses, while other procedures have not been able to happen that impacts their revenue.
Now, Senator, I also want to talk about small business owners, a couple of those business owners here in Yuma that did not qualify for the Paycheck Protection Program. Many business owners also still can't operate, a few even losing their businesses. What plan do you have for them?
Christian, the Paycheck Protection Program was a lifeline for small businesses. There's still actually over $100 billion in that. So have them reach out to our office. They can go to any financial institution and still apply for PPP. We're trying to expand the time frame for PPP. I've led on efforts to ensure that businesses, their expenses for modifications and their own protective equipment can also be considered loan forgiveness. And I also believe businesses that have been hit particularly hard, like restaurants and others that have had restrictions still on them, they need to be able to go back to the well and get another PPP loan. So I've been leading on that effort as well.
All right, Senator Martha McSally, that's all the time we have. Thank you so much for joining us here today.